Hey, what's up guys? This is War Master Johnny and welcome back to the Kings of War channel. Today we're going to start our terrain series, and the very first thing that we need to talk about here is what you're going to be using to base the stuff you make. This is MDF. I got this at Menards. Here I have 1/4 inch, and over here I have 1/8 inch. As you can see, I have my shapes cut outlined right there that I'll be using for a bunch of different stuff. But what's cool about this, if you have a Menards in your area, is if you can see the size of this sheet, it actually comes in this size. So you don't have to worry about getting a large, 4x6 sheet into your car or truck. It actually comes in this size right here. When you buy it, these are the two main sizes that I use. Make sure you get the one that says paintable, because you're going to have less problems with warping. Now, I've never had any problems with warping on these, and I load my stuff up with scenic cement, which is basically a water glue mixture. However, this piece here, I encountered something new. I kept these pieces out in the garage, standing up like this, and they did get a little bend in them because it's wintertime right now, and I guess the humidity levels out there, they did get some minor bending in it. So as of right now, I keep all mine flat on the floor down in my basement. But other than that, yeah, we're going to go over, basically all the steps to get you going. And really, you can do this stuff without basing it on this, but it just feels a little bit more flimsy and, less sturdy. If you drop it off your table, you might have the foam chip on you. Basing it on this stuff is what I've always done, and it gives it durability. It makes it a little bit more elegant. And I want to warn you, these videos aren't just going to be, oh, here, cut some foam and slap some paint on it and, a couple little rocks and some flock. I'm going to show you guys how I do it, which sometimes I do things not the hard way, but I do things the right way. So hopefully you guys enjoy this series, and let's get out to the garage and start cutting these. Okay, we're going to use one tool for this project. Basically, this right here. This is a saber saw. It's also known as a jigsaw. And this is really nothing to be intimidated by. I am not a tool guy. I don't work on cars. I own a house painting business, but I don't do any sort of construction that uses power tools. So when you first get into this, you're going to be a little intimidated probably if you've never used any tools or you're a younger cat. But this brand is called Tool Shop. It's kind of an off brand. I picked it up at Menards for $20. They had like a $5 off thing. I think it's usually around $30. But it's been a great saw. It works basically right out of the box. There's this one saw right here, and you put it in there, and then there's two little, you use a little Allen wrench right here and tighten these two little bolts, and that is it, and you're ready to go. So yeah, that's our tool that we're going to be using, and now let's head out to the garage and get the cutting done. Okay guys, we're out here in the garage. As you can see, there's no fancy tables or anything like that. I just got some stuff underneath it here. Where I'm going to be cutting, I'm making sure that there's plenty of leeway underneath it from what I have propped under there, so I can make a complete cut all the way around. I'll probably fast forward this during the video, but yeah, let's get started cutting this. And there we go. There's our first tree stand. Don't worry about if any of your edges don't look that great, like this right here. What we're going to do is file that down. I'm going to cut out the rest of these and then we'll continue on with the video. This is what we have. I forgot to mention earlier, these 1/8 inch ones are going to be for like boulders and rock formations and rocky outcroppings that I'm going to make. The other really large 1/8 inch ones these are going to be large hills that I'm working on for my local game shop. And the thicker ones, the 1/4 inch ones that are large like this, are going to be for tree stands. So we're going to head down to the basement and I'm going to show you the final step that I do on these. Guys, we're down at the shop. As you can see, needs a little bit of cleaning work done, but for the tree stands, I go ahead and take a file, and what I want to do is round these edges down. Now I'm not going to do it for the hill ones, because when the foam goes on top of here, this is just, you don't even really notice it anyways, because the foam comes right to the edge. But for these tree stands, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do one for you here, and then probably shut the camera off and do the rest of them. But you just want to knock that edge down a little bit so it's not so pointed. Like that. You can see it's starting to come down a little bit. Takes a little bit of work. And I'm sure that there's other tools that could do this, but I mean, you're not going to really knock it down too much because of how thick it is. But I just like to take that point off. Just so it's a little bit more rounded on that edge. It's not a huge deal and it doesn't take too long. But just the more time you put into your pieces, the better you are. The better you'll feel about them. So yeah, I'm just going to go through and do that to these guys. And in the next video, we're going to be mounting the foam and cutting the foam. I'm going to show you the foam cutter and all of that good stuff. And we'll keep this moving right along. So thanks for watching. See ya.